This program is brought to you by Emory University.
Todd, thank you for the opportunity to present this particular award, and thank you for the continued partnership and collaboration between the Office of Sponsored Programs and the Office of Technology Transfer. Our next awardee's reputation and body of work is so prolific that his magnitude of studies and projects actually arrived here at Emory before he did. I can recall participating in many meetings with our other OSP counterparts at Case Western, discussing and preparing to transfer a litany of the most diverse portfolio of federal and industry-funded projects in artificial intelligence and machine learning. All of this preparation was in hopes and in anticipation of the arrival of our next recipient. Dr. Anant Madabhushi is a global leader in developing artificial intelligence to improve outcomes for patients with cancer and other diseases. He's authored over 450 peer-reviewed publications and holds more than 100 patents, either issued or pending, in the areas of AI, radionomics, computational pathology, medical image analysis, and computer vision. Dr. Madabhushi joined Emory in July of 2022, and he holds a primary faculty appointment in the Department of Biomedical Engineering, as well as secondary appointments in the Department of Radiology, Imaging and Sciences, and Biomedical Informatics and Pathology. Anant and his team, through a sponsored research agreement that was finalized in November of 2022 with Bristol Squibb, are investigating how their use of artificial intelligence tools to identify non-small cell lung cancer treatment patients, how that would respond to immunotherapy. The aim of Dr. Madabhushi's research is to predict treatment response using radionomic, pathonomic, and the combined radionomic pathonomic tools, with an overall goal to advance efforts to get the right treatment in patients that actually need them. With all of his accolades, though, I will tell you that Anant is not only a brilliant scientist, but he's also a really great person to work with. His collegiality and his partnership with our OSP office has just been absolutely tremendous. I can tell you that it also resonates with a lot of our other OTT offices as well. It's been an incredible experience, personally for me and my team, in the Office of Sponsored Programs, specifically in our contracts office, to not only work with Anant, but to learn a great deal from him and his science. It is my distinct honor to present this year's Corporate Partnership of the Year awardee, none other than Dr. Anant Madabhushi.
Thank you so much for that very kind introduction. I have to admit I have full-blown imposter syndrome right now. So just after having seen all the amazing work done by all the other recipients. As was mentioned in the introduction, I work in artificial intelligence, and when I was told I had to say a few words, my first temptation, as you can imagine, was to go to ChatGPT. I resisted the urge, so this is all coming from me. About 30 years ago, I began my journey in biomedical engineering. I think I mentioned this story to Dr. Bruner. I really got into biomedical engineering because growing up in India, I wasn't smart enough to make the grade for medical school, so I ended up in engineering. But in biomedical engineering, I think I found my passion to do innovative research, work on technologies like artificial intelligence. But I think that training really infused in me the desire to work on translational research, to think about impact. And I think that journey, validation of that journey is really reflected in this award. And I'm very, very grateful to the Emory OTT for bestowing this award on me. Of course, it goes without saying that this award and this work would not have been possible without the work and sacrifices of many. And first I want to acknowledge my lovely wife, Dr. Annapurna Valluri, who's in the audience. Annapurna has been my constant source of support and made many professional and personal sacrifices to get me to this point. Of course, I'm only accepting this award really on behalf of my students, my trainees, my postdocs, many of whom are here in the audience. This is our award. As I mentioned, I'm a biomedical engineer, and translational research has really been the cornerstone of all the work, all the research that we do in our group. And I'm also particularly pleased that about a year and a half ago, the work that we resulted in this award with Bristol Myers Squibb, the desire to move this technology into patients resulted in us starting a commercial venture called Picture Health. And I'm particularly pleased that the CEO, Trishana Rule, is here in the audience and several others from the company. And we're really, really dedicated to doing the research, but really moving the research into deployment, into translational, and really moving this work to impacting patients. And then finally, of course, I've got to thank Emory. As was mentioned, we moved to sunny Atlanta about 8 months ago, and it's been a fabulous 8 months. I was looking at my weather app today, and moving from Cleveland, Ohio, I think it was about 51 degrees there, and so that was contrasted with the 80 degrees that we have here, which is really nice. But I really do want to thank the amazing support that we've had in the last 8 months. We just moved into the beautiful HSRB2 yesterday. One of the interesting conversations I had in the lead up to the transition was a conversation with Todd. And I was talking to Todd during the interview process, during the recruitment process, and Todd was telling me about the patents. I think he showed some of the statistics. And I looked at Todd and said, well, Todd, you realize that the number of patents that Emory was awarded is great. Our group alone received 1/3 of that last year, and I think I knocked him off his chair when I said that. But Todd, I will say what I said to you then, which is we're going to continue to innovate. We're going to be sending the office new invention disclosures. In fact, we sent 6 last week to your office. So just buckle up, be prepared. We're going to keep innovating, and I hope to be here in the future as well. Thank you very much.